106.7 WTLC. This is Karen Vaughn, and I am honored to chat with not one, but two iconic women whose voices, talents, and legacies have shaped television, film, and culture as we know it. First, she stole America's heart as Lavita Alize Jenkins on the Steve Harvey Show. She's a powerhouse actress, director, producer who's brought us award-winning shows and groundbreaking work both in front and behind the camera. Please welcome the dynamic Terri J. Vaughn. Welcome.
Hey, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And joining her, she's a pioneer, a legend, and our forever Harriet Winslow from Family Matters. With nearly 5 decades in the business, hello, she is not only a trailblazer on screen, but a fierce advocate for education and community. Please welcome Jo Marie Payton.
Hello, family.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's good to have you. I'm super excited to see you star in Tyler Perry's newest project, She, the People. It premieres on Netflix May 22nd. And it celebrates women, truth-telling, and everything in between. Either one of you can start with the first question. Let's start with the magic of She, the People. What was your first reaction when Tyler Perry approached you with this project? What drew you in?
Well, we actually bought the project to Tyler. So this is a project that came to me about 7 years ago when my girlfriend, London Bree, became the first Black female mayor of San Francisco. So just watching her journey coming from very humble beginnings and then just working her way up through school and all the things. And there was so much pushback and trauma that she endured with a smile on her face through the whole process. And I just thought it was an interesting story. So the wheel started turning. And I just started developing a television show, and Tyler Perry Studios was one of the top people on my list. And when they wanted to do the show, we wanted to do it with them. And so that's how the show came to be.
What message do you hope that women take away from She, the People?
The fact that we still have the power we've always had to get things done, to say all the right things, even sometimes in the wrong situations. And now and still make it work. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this show, not only because it was funny and because Tyler is funny, and but also it was important enough. And with subjects and situations that we have as serious as they are right now, who better else to do it than him? I'm happy to be on this journey with Terri and the other excellent cast members that we have. And for me too, it was like a combination of maybe 3 or 4 different shows that made this what this particular show was about. That was very interesting to me, and glad that I decided to do it. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, Miss Payton, there's a moment in the trailer that really hit home. Your character says, when you want something and you earn something, you fight for it. And that speaks to so many of us women who are constantly navigating work, family life, identity, and fairness, most importantly. So what does that moment mean to you personally? And what would you say to women who are tired of having to fight for what they've already earned?
We don't ever start fighting. We came out fight. We're fighters. And there's nothing wrong with fighting if you really want it. And it's a challenge for me, but I happen to be that kind of person, It makes me think about, I'm always somewhere fighting for something, somebody's cause or somebody's whatever. And that's what I bring to this character. But for women, any woman, I don't care who you are, we've always had to fight. Eve had to fight. She had to fight the snake. So fighting ain't a bad thing to do. If you really want something, you got to fight for it.
Absolutely. We're still fighting, and we will be here fighting. And the other thing I just love from previewing a bit of the show is it's so relatable, especially when it comes to the family, because we see family members that we have and the family members that are portrayed in She, the People. And I can't wait for all of us to see it tomorrow night, because it's going to be the talk of what we talk about on air and on social media, because it's really going to hit home, especially to where we are in the country politically. And of course, seeing a Black woman doing things.
Yeah, I love the family dynamic is one of my favorite things about the show too. It was really important to me that Antoinette's character wasn't just about her passion and her drive in politics, but also showing how she navigates as a mother. She's raising 2 teenage kids, co-parenting with her ex-husband, and raising them with her mom and her family and her cousin, and just important of that family dynamic and making sure that she stays surrounded by the people that ground her while she pursuing her career in politics.
Yeah, just, really keeping her centered, because when you walk into that door, it's game on. At least you have a soft place to land, right?
Sometimes that place is soft, but sometimes that place is just as hard, but different. So it's like juggling all those hats, which is what we all do as women. All do that. So I love that we get to tell that story and show her doing that. It's going to be very relatable.
Well, we're all going to support and definitely raise up She the People. Can't wait to see it. Thank you both for just taking the time to talk with me today and our listeners. It just means so much, to hear from you, what you're doing, and bringing a show to light that we all need. Family, politics, sisterhood, and being strong Black women. I can't wait to see She the People on Netflix, season 1, part 1, May 22nd, and part 2 on August 15th.